Hey guys, Banana Luck here and welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. We do have some exciting things coming up this weekend, as you see in the event notice. So there's a weekend card preview where we have the Magmus launch along with Zealous as the other 10x, which honestly is pretty meh. Um, we'll look at a hero a bit later on, but there is also a 1+1 and we're pretty close to PD 7382.
Even blind, I strike
Menu
true.
7382 7516. So we are about 90, 80, I think 86 summons away. Yep, from hitting our next Lego. So it's a really good timing for us to get it because just 86 summons, really halfway into PD, so it's a good chance to make use of that. But we also have another thing coming up, so that's gonna be the where do we see it? Timeless Raider. So this is the Plunder event for GR1. You can perform one auto fight for double rewards at the cost of double stamina. So essentially what you're getting is that I think this addresses the problem where GR1 typically takes quite long to complete. So when you have the double rewards at the cost of double stamina, you're just basically able to farm Gear 1 a lot faster. But to be honest, I feel like they should have done the stamina discount like they always did as well. They can't actually highlight any of the sets in this Gear 1 Plunder because for Gear 1, there's only so little sets to go around with in the first place. So yeah, I think this makes sense, but yeah, not having that discounted stamina kind of sucks, but it's alright. Still gonna farm for this. It takes place on 4th of May all the way to 7th. So that's gonna be Saturday through Tuesday. And yeah, I think if you have limited stamina, if you haven't been saving, I think it's good time to actually consider whether or not you want to go for the 1+1 if you have enough resources. If you don't, do you want to go for 1+1 or the GR1 Plunder? In my opinion, the Plunder works better because after all, 1+1s always come back, but the Plunder maybe not so soon. So let's see. Okay, we are able to see Magmus. So I did take a look at his skill kit once briefly. Didn't seem that impressive. I think what calls out to me is his insane base attack. 7.9k, just a tad short of what a deer has. But this guy has a pretty short range, one tile. And given that he's a fighter, you prefer him to have an additional tile of range, just so that he can attack when the defender is placed in front of him. So skills wise, talent, first of all, against Magma burst every 7 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. And then this consumes 1 stack to deal 125% additional AoE damage to the target and up to 3 units around target with the next basic attack. Or Retribution, which is his counter attack move that we'll talk about later. So basically every 7 seconds, he's gonna get 1 stack of this. So basic attack is just physical damage to one enemy. First passive, receiving damage, there's a 25% chance to trigger counter attack dealing damage and inflicting 20% vulnerability to the enemy in range, and this can be triggered one time every 5 seconds at max level, and the trigger chance goes up to 35 seconds. Its last passive, when HP is higher than 80%, increases all damage reduction by 15. When it's below 80%, increases damage by 15. And this both goes up to 25%. And let's look at his ultimate. Turns the ground around the hero into flowing lava that deals 60% damage to enemies on it per second. During the effect, increases his block by 2 and max HP by 80%. The skill lasts for 12 seconds, 15 at max, and the skill cap of 800, which is not too low, not too high. But damage wise, it's pretty okay. I don't think it's like crazy or anything. I think this is gonna be one of those fighters where it's gonna be decent early on for progression and all, with his high base stats and everything. But late game, I don't see where he fits. because he doesn't really do much single target damage. Neither does he do insane AoE damage. Gaining Magma Burst every 7 seconds is actually quite lackluster. I think it would be nicer if we do it like gains Magma Burst every 3 attacks or something like that. Because every 7 seconds just caps it, no matter how well you build him. And look at Awakenings. Okay, defense reduction, that's neat, only 10%. Extra base attack. And then Retribution, which is against 1 Magma Burst. Penetration. And Retribution becomes available instantly and has 0-second cooldown when Lava Flow is activated. So the thing is that he is a fighter after all. So you're not going to build him with much HP or whatnot. So it's kind of in the middle, not here, not there. And I don't think he's going to be a game changer if you are quite late into the game. So that's why I'm saying that it's much better if you go for the 1+1. If not, hold out for the limited hero that's coming soon. I believe that's a limited 250 summon. It's a Cultist Mage that does AoE damage. That's pretty much all I know from what I've seen so far. So yeah, Magmus just isn't really going to cut cake for me. Okay, they do recommend him in Conqueror's Codex, but I don't think he's going to do really well there. Because most of the good fighters there have very huge range. Magmus doesn't, so you're gonna need him to actually stay in the outskirts, outside the gate, where he's gonna take major damage. Yeah. So, okay, you do. Okay, he does have an exclusive. Let's see if it makes him any good. As Magmus exclusive allows him to deal damage based on his max HP during his ultimate. Okay, that sounds decent, but we need to see the exact stats to see if it worked out. But yeah, that's the events that are coming up this weekend. Honestly, if ask me for my recommendation, if you are more than 100 in a PD, I will go for the 1+1. Skip this banner unless you're a collector. Magmus is always going to be there anyway, so no rush to actually get him. So I'll definitely go for the 1+1, and obviously also, you know, participate in the GR1 Plunder. I do need quite a bit of Warlord sets still, or good Annihilating Might sets. So this is definitely what I'll be looking out for. I do have some Stamina staged up. I also have quite a chunk of diamonds. So hopefully we get enough regular summons from the next few days events, and with that, then you know, we won't have to spend too much gems on summons and put in the rest of the resources in gear rate. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Pretty long one, but I hope you guys are excited for the events coming up. I will do a video on the 1+1 summons. Hopefully we get something good. Last one was Arrogance and Razak, I think. It was pretty great. But yeah, also looking forward to getting some of the gear maxed out for Gear 1, because I'm missing quite a few good sets on the left for most of my units. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know now in the comments if you're gonna be summoning on the 2x, or you're gonna try for Magmus because you think he looks cool, or you're just gonna go for the 1+1, or if you're just a grinder, free-to-play player, maybe you're just gonna go all in on the Gear 1 Plunder. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.